Capricorn. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your October 2014 forecast for the month. I am indoors because today is playing hella tricks on me. Started raining in the morning, stopped raining, started again. So I'm taking the forecast indoors because I don't want to be stuck out there with my computer when it starts to drizzle again. I'm sure most of you can feel the retrograde starting because he's slowed down even a week ago. But let's get into the forecast because we just had our cardinal ingress, which the changing of the seasons. We are in, Sun is in Libra now, you being a cardinal sign. We just had our happy autumn in the northern hemisphere and happy spring in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so we start the month with Mercury retrograding on the 4th of October. Now, this is at 2 degrees Scorpio, and this affects your 11th house, Capricorn, your 11th house of friendships and your social aspects, your clubs, organizations, groups. Having Mercury retrograding here, there is a miscommunication, delay, and weird verbiage, weird delays with communications with friends or people you're trying to run an organization with, or your clubs and groups. So expect October to be somewhat full of delays because this retrograde is ensconced by 2 eclipses that we're having. So it's a shaky month, but this is the last retrograde of 2014. But it also accumulates the retrogrades from before. So this is a pretty powerful retrograde. And it will be affecting some of your communications with your friendships. So please recheck your emails, your messages. Something might be missed in that area. And it's okay. In November, December, those are action months. Things can get cleared up then. Mercury actually doesn't clear his shadow, though, until the second week of November, even though he goes direct on the 25th. So watch what you're saying to people that are close to you. Not relationships, but friendships or people in your clubs or your boards, board members. For some reason, I thought of that. On the 8th of October, we have our full moon, total, full lunar eclipse at 15 degrees Aries. So the full moon is in opposition to the sun, and this is your 4th house of home, Capricorn. You could be changing up the home because the full moon brings things to an ending, but it also brings things to an awareness. You could be seeing things in the home. It's not the greatest month to take action to move. If you have to, obviously you have no choice. You have to do what you have to do, but expect delays. Expect things not to really be smooth. Things might not actually be how they seem as well. For those of you who are looking for apartments, and the picture of the apartment looks one way, in reality the apartment might look a completely different way. Also, for those of you who aren't moving, there could be an ending in the home elsewhere. Maybe your landlord changes, or some way in how you are entering the home changes. I don't know why, I'm just channeling that. There might be just something different about the 4th house. It's also foundation. The 4th house doesn't have to be literally the environment. It can be the foundation of where you're from, the home of where you came from. Something could be coming to an ending there, selling of that family home that you knew and loved. On the 10th of October, Mercury retrogrades deeper into Libra. This is actually your 10th house of career. There's a lot of cardinal signs being affected. Not Scorpio, but with Aries and Libra, and you being the Capricorn, those are all cardinal signs. So this retrograde in your 10th, having the retrograde go from the 11th to the 10th house means it's not a time for changing in the career. You're not really coming across that clearly with communications in a Mercury retrograde. So watch your interviews for those of you looking for career. Not a great month to interview. It's a great month to do research, online, behind the scenes work, revise, rewrite, edit, analyze. That kind of function is perfect in a retrograde, but it's things that you do internally that actually work out. Anything you try to express outwardly or push forward into the world, there tends to be delays in a retrograde bookended by 2 eclipses. It's a very emotional month. For those of you feeling emotional, even feeling the need to cry a lot and not know the reason why, trust that eclipses have a very deep factor for us. The moon rules the ocean and the tide, for Pete's sake. It's gonna have an effect on our internal scheme. So be kind to yourself. Take it slow in the month of October, because the career sector is a little bit delayed here. But November and December look very different for you in that realm, Capricorn, so just trust that. This is ever changing. The cosmos is ever changing. On the 23rd, this is an important day of October. The Sun and Venus enter Scorpio, where we have our partial new moon solar eclipse at 0 degrees Scorpio the same day. Man, I might not be doing anything on the 23rd. It's, okay, well, the Sun and Venus going into the 11th house is really warming up this sector for you. The 11th house is where Mercury started his retrograde with the friendships. So then we have Venus, planet of love and money. Loans between friends could occur. However, I wouldn't advise it in the retrograde. But having Venus and the Sun going into this 11th house, there's a newness here. The new moon is bringing in new energy. There's new friendships to be made from the 23rd on, new connections, new social clubs, new people, the right new people are coming into the forefront at the tail end of October. The partial solar eclipse on the new moon is at 0 degrees Scorpio. It's a very poignant month. This month is actually a game-changing month, because what the eclipses can do, the first one, the full moon, will eclipse something out of your life. It could actually eclipse a friendship out of your life, or out of your home if you're living with a roommate or a friend. And the new moon will eclipse something in, almost to replace it, a new energy. In the 11th, a new friend. So that's interesting. On the 25th, Mercury goes direct at 16 degrees Libra, another cardinal sign. In the career sector, okay, so now Mercury, the planet of communications, has power and is moving forward in the career at the tail end of October. So if there were delays, which there probably will be, pushing forward with work, expect things to go real swell at the end of October and very much into November, because Mercury then is doing his best in the career sector, having you make those interviews, having your information be well received and the right people hearing you and understanding, not so much tongue-tied like I am. Mercury rules me by 2 degrees. I'm technically a Cancer, but being born 2 minutes away from the Sun transiting into Cancer, I still got that Mercury influence with my speech when he retrogrades. So that's what's up with me. On the 23rd, or I'm sorry, the 26th, this is fascinating because Mercury, is going into the career sector on the 25th, but the 26th, Mars is entering Capricorn. Hooray, your first house. Mars is going to give you energy, drive, ambition. There will be nothing lazy about you, Capricorn, for 60 days, because Mars is going to be here all of November as well. So the 26th, Mars enters your first house. The only negative of Mars, it's a malefic planet. He's an angry planet, so watch your road rage and the things you can easily become frustrated over. But there's so many positives with Mars in the first that outweigh the negative aspect, because those of you needing to get your workout scheme plan in order, this is it. Mars is infusing you with energy. You sweat a lot more with Mars in the first house. You have a lot of energy to dispel. So you have a lot of ambition too. You really want to achieve things, accomplish things, get things done. You're determined. And Capricorns are determined anyway, so it's a double whammy. And to have that working in your first house, you could really get a lot done. So for all of the delays you've had in the career sector up until the 25th, you know, there's reprieve. That the 26th is like, all right, let's make up now for some of the things that some of the footing we've lost in the Mercury retrograde. Let me get to the cards. I'm going to see what's up for you. I really want to focus on the retrograde and perhaps the eclipses just to see what's going on. For Capricorn, Ace of Coins. This is the new moon, new money. New money, Capricorn. All right, I'll get to the full reading in a minute. Oh, I like this. Master of Feelings, King of Wands, King of Staffs, King of Fire. Master of Feelings. Okay. The Star, recognition. Yeah, fame. The right contacts. The right people noticing you. And the Lovers. Well, you have 2 major arcana cards. You know what? This one came out too. Oh, yeah. 3 major arcana cards. Strength. I pulled these 2 together. You know what? Your relationships are spot on right now. For those of you in relationships, they're really smooth sailing. You don't have drama. Your 7th house isn't activated. Your 8th house isn't activated. You know, you're in a good relationship for those of you who are in one. Right here. Strength in support of the Lovers. This is so tricky to do. Strength in, with like the computer, everything's reversed. Okay, this is magnificent. 2 major arcana cards as the final outcome cards. What they're saying is they don't even want you to sweat your relationship. For those of you who aren't in one, don't worry about it in October. This is coming up as the final card. Let the retrograde go by. Deal with these eclipses. The retrograde could bring in exes, okay? You could hear a lot from people from your past. This message says to me, be strong with those people coming in. You don't have to take every phone call you get. And you know, this theme came up in another reading, and I'm feeling it again, and I'm actually just going to keep going with this because in my life it applies as well. For people reaching out from the past, you really don't have to get back to everybody. There's something about being strong with what works for you that, you know, if exes reach out from the past, you don't, you know, take a minute. You don't even have to call them back. It seems like people might need energy or need something from you. Needy. You know what? Sometimes people won't be happy unless they are the victim. So let them be. How about this though? The Ace of Coins with the Star card. You're finally going to receive, this is the new moon energy, okay? This is the eclipse of the 23rd, initiating something new in the career sector, or with, you know, with friends and people, social clubs seeing you, receiving you in the right light. You could have some clients who are stars, or there could be fame around you, drawing you into the side. And you know, you're feeling really good about this. You've got a lot of feelings. The eclipses are going to bring up some emotions for you, Capricorn. But this isn't a water card. It's not emotions like crying in your cup of wine. This is more feelings and deep thinking and deep, powerful, appreciative feelings. So you could be appreciating the people that are coming into your life right now. You know, you're a cardinal sign, so you've got Pluto still stationed with you. So you could be feeling the stressors of the Uranus-Pluto square, having Pluto in your first house still reshaping you and transforming you. But the right people are being brought to you at this time, and they're new. So go with that. And I'm liking this. I'm liking your tarot cards a lot for the month. I think that it's going to be a game-changing month. The career will push forward at the end of October and definitely throughout the rest of the year. I'm Audrey Allison. Have a beautiful October, and I will see you next month. Have a sweet day. If you're interested in booking with me, I'm at audreyallison.com.